This map. Like, I like this map, but Trolls versus Orcs, that is a rough matchup.
That is a rough matchup, and I'm really surprised actually that Rigid didn't veto the hell out of that. Very, very strange.
Yeah, I wonder which map he really hates more. Because, like, Empyrean Coast is like Scrap City. There's scrap in almost every sector.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for the main base.
Are you loaded in?
Yes.
Okay, then let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. In the yellow, we have got the one and only, it is Civi playing as Trolls. He's done a race switch to get here, by the way. And we got the Plaguebringer from him. Do you want to introduce that orc?
Sure thing. And we've got Ridgick as the White Orcs of the Misty Mountains in the north, coming up with the Occultist. And the class... Actually, not quite classic. Yeah, 3 hunting and 5 lumber mills. Okay, it is the classic. I just miscounted.
Ah,
there
okay.
we go.
Yeah, for Civi, I'm curious if he's changed his build order again. He's got a double Stonebreaker, double hunt, and quad trees. Yes, that's what it is. That's what he did yesterday. I was wondering if he's gonna go more economic with, like, you know, 1 hunting hut. Basically, the food economy is all for the smashers here.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I'm very surprised about only the 1 Stonebreaker. Okay, it's got 1 on the
Oh yeah,
one.
it's kind of misplaced, actually. I'm pretty sure the auto placement put it there and then he focused on something else for a second or something.
No, I'm really worried about Rigid here. Like, he's up there in the north. Like, the one thing you have to do on this map as an orc, I feel, is you just have to go and forward base him. If you fall in behind and 50-50 sector, it's really tough. But the question is, how good can he deal with the Plaguebringer harassed? Has Civi been using that? Much?
Yes. Yeah, in yesterday's games, actually, he did. Who was he playing against? He was playing against Penny. Penny's a Dark Elf player, so it was pretty effective, I gotta say. Like, he would kill 4 or 5 workers and just keep the workers at that number for a really long time. Then he just teleport out without using more than a potion.
Jesus.
Yeah, so the reason that's possible is because, let me show the skill tree here. Feast on Disease and Plague Disease. Basically, you keep casting these 2, and Feast on Disease will restore your health, so...
Yep.
You've got built-in potions in this guy.
That's how the troll rolls. But looks like Civi now prioritizes some camping and creeping first. Gives Rigid a little bit of time to get his bases in order. So that's good news for him. Quite I wonder if we're gonna see a teleport from Rigid over to the left side to grab them Civi's Medusa sector.
Yeah, that's like the only way that orcs can get a sector lead here, right? But against trolls, it should be possible, right? Because they're not gonna have a whole lot of stuff out there. And actually, we're seeing the Smasher clear a creep camp, and I'm not sure the Plaguebringer got the XP from that, to be honest.
Yeah, the timing looked... I think they killed the last mob on both of those camps almost together, so I'm not entirely sure. We can compare the XP between Civi and Rigid once Rigid cleans that last camp up, because it should be exactly the same.
Oh, it is! So he kept it within range. That is very interesting, then. Yeah, it's absolutely the same.
Very, very nice.
You know, I always get surprised by how big that radius is on the XP pickup.
Yeah, I think it's like a rule of thumb. It's like almost like the roughly if your hero stands in the middle of your main base, it's roughly that area around the main base. But that's just anecdotal. But we're gonna have to see. So we're already up to 2 smashers, so definitely that early food paying some dividends. But Civi a little bit already naked, going to the shops, gonna get himself something nice, hopefully to wear. Naked Occultist could be a bit of trouble.
So the focus potions, that's good. Occultist does not use any. And already we've got double death resilience, so he's ready to die and join his brothers.
He definitely is. You kinda need it against trolls, otherwise you just die in even less hits.
Yeah. That's very true. The trolls are going after the Medusas. This is breakfast for them. It's just a Tuesday. It's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he hasn't upgraded the post yet. So if Rigid comes in there and surprises him, he might be able to get some picks and get this flag down. That could be the lead that he needs.
Yeah, the eye banner should easily go down, especially with like Demonic Pact, right? But I don't think he anticipates the Smashers being right here.
The thing is, you can hear your enemy loot through the Fog of War, so he might have listened to the Fog of War and heard the Plaguebringer.
Very true.
Grab the potions there. But yeah, he only has the 2 goblins there yet. The others are standing idle in the main, unfortunately.
Yeah, the orc unit number should kind of rise, right? But he's upgrading his Karak. He's going tier 2, man.
Yeah, I can see the sense in this, because on this economy, like, you won't have the economy in food for the Goblin Tide as you would have on other maps. So I think his best hope is really just to rush those hunters and try to get the picks as early as possible. The question is, can he make it worthwhile? Oh, he's teleporting away. That could be ill-timed.
Yeah, he's trying to get his own Medusas, but here's the Smashers. That Stonecutter is almost certainly toast. It's not even... actually, the base can shoot the 1 Smasher, but, I mean, it's just gonna make it mad and stronger.
It looks like he could get all the stone that he needs for the upgrade, so that was pretty lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no stone in the main, so that was like the only Stonecutter? Yeah, it was. Yikes.
Oh no, we've got one on the Medusa sector, so that's...
Oh, we do? Nice.
Otherwise he would not have had it, because that's one of the reasons... That's always happens to me. Like, every time I play like, with 1 Stonecutter with elves or something, I always lose it and forget about it. And then you sit there, not upgrading your main for 5 minutes. And it hurts so much.
Rigid just cost it wisdom.
Oh, the bell is a bit slow there. The main workers are going down, as well as some gobos.
Oh yeah, the hunting cabin in the back, actually. Those hunters are going a really long way. Lumber mill is at risk. This is not gonna last long.
Yeah, that's really gonna hurt, especially... It's always deceptive on these smaller maps. Like, if you do your standard orc opener, how much would you suddenly float? So I think there might be something in it to say, instead of getting another woodcutter somewhere, just build a farm pretty early.
True, especially when it's only like 84 remaining. It's not gonna last too long. Hey, what happened there? Civi cancelled his teleport? I didn't even know you could cancel that like this.
You can just move, but I think the occultist stab doesn't interrupt, but he doesn't have it anyway. I think it's just a nullify. Okay, there's a nice stun.
Ooh, gets a Smasher with the Demonic Pact.
Nice.
Some real high damage, so not too surprising, I guess.
Not too bad, but the amount of goblins that have already died did definitely make it worth it for Civi.
Oh, and the workers. Like, he just kept putting the disease on them, and they would get so low they would get one-tapped.
Yeah. And even if you don't know, dots still work when they are belled inside the building, so if they're low enough, they will still die there.
Very ambitious little goblin pressure. Meanwhile, the Wyvern is getting tagged.
Yeah, that's one of the strengths of trolls. If they didn't have enough, they can creep the bigger camps just with a couple of guys. Let's see how much eco damage Rigid is gonna be able to do here. Look at that troll worker almost out healing it.
Oh no. Now that one's gonna go down. These troll buildings are pretty expensive, but I mean, as long as Civi gets that Wyvern, does it even matter if he loses like 3 buildings? I think that's a fine trade.
Yeah, and again, it's like a similar situation like with orcs. On this map, you don't need that much economy, since you just don't have that many sectors to upgrade.
Very true.
So you might not even bother to rebuild some of them and just pump food instead.
Oh man.
Depending if he has his fighting huts already.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, the fighting pit has not, the war pit has not yet been made, and there's still some bells that are rung. So that one of the lumber mills not working at the moment, and obviously no higher tier units being available. I'm not sure how much our orc players exactly benefiting from tier 2 right this second.
So, well, he's got 2 iron mines up and running, and a third one being added in the northern sector, and 2 in the eastern. So the income should slowly be coming in, but if he forgets about the war pit, that's really gonna delay him as well, as you just mentioned. That could... Oh, we've got a Blood Forge already in northwest.
Yeah, that could be nice. Getting those upgrades, like the like I really like the Goblin upgrade where 3 of them come out instead of 2.
Yeah, that's definitely still worth it as long as there's only smashers to worry about. But once the AoE kicks in, that upgrade falls off. And I don't think... He doesn't really have the food income at the moment.
No, but this is a pretty good fight, and the occultist is happy to slash the smashers.
Okay, one smasher goes down.
Oh, the plague is on. That could be a huge issue, and actually that blood leeching did not work out. It completely misfired when they weren't bleeding. That's a yikes.
Yep, that's always a yikes. Sometimes you have to be really careful not to click your buttons too quickly because you will cancel the first animation and then you just stand there leeching nothing, which is always awkward. But that was a lot of goblins for... Well, yeah, it's roughly even trade. Okay, 5 goblins for 1 smasher. Could be worse, could be better.
Civi is transitioning into throwers, though he's already got 2 fight huts, 2 scrap forts as well.
His food economy is looking way, way better than our orcs.
Oh yeah.
Rigid is just not getting his food up. Is he still upgrading sectors? I think he must be done by now. So everything of that should be going into units. War Pit is up by now. And the hunters are halfway done researching.
He's going up to even more iron mines as well. So yeah, definitely gonna be a hunter focus from here. Could be making a bunch of brutes, but I don't really see it happening anytime soon.
The only way I could see it working if he just splits them up into multiple points and then just really goes after the economy and like go after the scrap port, go after the fighting huts, go after the full production of Civi. And every time you get pressured, you run away. But it's gonna be tough, and I don't think we're gonna see this here.
The first Pike Finger is out, and Hitting Camp is getting some attention from these smashers. But with the Goblins being here, I'm not sure they'll have the time to upgrade, even though it's a really quick process to actually get the Skull Crushers out.
Oh, there they come.
Without the upgrade, though, they don't do any AoE, right? So...
I do believe they do not.
So maybe these Goblins have a chance, but the Spike Finger in the back doing work, though.
The 25 strike resistance against Goblins unupgraded is nerfing them quite hard.
Cultist gets wrecked.
Yeah. That goes in the book. That hurt. And there's a lot of corpses there. Just imagine a corpse explosion around that sector. All these goblins could be even more dead.
Absolutely. Is he gonna go for that though? I don't think he's ever done that. He always gets the infected corpse throw, but he never blows it up.
Yeah, I'm always good. Like, I think I'm not entirely sure if the tooltips is right because I've never seen the corpse float on death actually spreading disease to nearby enemies. So that might be one of those outdated tooltips, which there are plenty of.
Yeah, perhaps. Anyway, Civi has gone for the double plague disease and double feast on disease. He's got 2 points yet to spend. Yeah, Rigid's stuck on level 4, and it's going to be for a long time.
His problem at the moment is he doesn't have much food, and all his hunters are blocked behind scoundrels in the buildings, which is an easy mistake to make with orcs. Because you think you can get them out relatively quickly, but then you just have to wait for all the scobbos to come out first. And in the meanwhile, you lose the rest of them. That is a tough fight here in the middle. He's getting pretty good control there, getting on the back line, trying to get onto the spike flingers and throwers.
Yeah, this is honestly not too bad, and the occultist is chasing down a bunch of these guys as well. Skull Crusher is at risk there, but with all these throwers coming in, Vigid is in a tough position. I'm not liking this very much for him. Wait, Civi's actually going to tier 2? Oh my.
Nice. Tier 2 trolls are pretty dangerous. And the boons you get from the shrines are very potent, especially on the smaller maps when you don't have to run that far to benefit from them. Like the regeneration to get your trolls back healthy, or just the production boost to get your smashers out even faster.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of hunters being killed here. Oh no, I think those were workers.
Yeah, worker hunters. There's 2.
The budget hunters, the lowest order.
Oh,
God, level 4 versus level
kill.
6.
Dude,
Oh,
level 7.
Cultist gets wrecked.
No. That is very, very bad news. The Corpse Troll has been picked. We also got level 2 on Plague Bolt, and that is going to be GG. Deep Waters free and Concentration free is in. That is
We
just
were
too
up
much.
to 7 hunters in the end, but it was a little bit too late.
Yeah.
That is the problem with the small map. If you play it normal, you just really need to pump out some farms early, because the hunting is going to run out quickly, and just build them instead of additional lumber mills. But GG, good effort. It's a very tough map for him.
Verily. And you know, just the fact that Civi has controlled more sectors in the middle. Yikes.
Yeah. You really, like, every time you play against trolls, you really have to pay attention where they're going and when, because they can do that very, very quickly, all these bigger camps. Very interesting to see how it's gonna play as well. And especially like with trolls, you can just get these golems pretty early.
Yes.
If he fails to spot that and capitalize on him and jump on him, it's gonna be pretty dark.
By the way, I've started. Are you at like 10 plus seconds?
I'm at 11.3. Just paused.
I pause as well. Okay, I'm ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright then, in the teal, we have got our orc player. This is rigid. He's down a point. Can't lose another.
And in the north we have Civi the Troll sitting pretty on the yellow godstone. Coming in like the Avengers with the Plaguebringer. Classic stuff.
Classic. Got a repeat on the occultist as well. Should be the same skills for both of these. I mean, they're so standardized, right? Like, you don't really see much divergence from the skill order on these guys.
Yeah, and it's one of those games where you have to be very gentle with your changes. So once the meta is set, and as soon as you do something that you didn't properly practice, it's really easy to mess up your build, get the timings wrong and things like that. Cough,
Oh,
cough,
yeah.
mate.
Oh no.
Oh, I was so bad at myself yesterday, but we never talk about it again. Yeah,
But there's always next time, right?
Exactly. Economy-wise, we have the same opener from Civi again. Triple 3 chopper, double hunting, double stone. But curiously, he goes for the middle first, so that can't be sniped by the orc, which is pretty powerful and one of the easier things to lose on the ladder if you're new. Getting a frontal sector stolen.
Yeah, that could be really rough, just giving them a foothold in your area. Especially if they manage to steal some creeps after, that's even worse.
Yep. But we have a very early smasher, so that double hunting really paying off here, forcing off the warg. And otherwise, I think we're just seeing standard capping orders from both of them.
The zombie had a bit of coin in it left. Civi just left it behind.
Unacceptable. Bad game, 0 out of 10. Get back to the tutorial, noob.
Yeah.
The weird one with this one, if you go for the middle first, that's why I always grab the side sector first. Like, a lot of races do need that food in the first sector. So he's gonna be a bit delayed with his goblins there. Gonna have to see about that. Especially, like, it's a pretty awkward one for dwarves as well, since there's no double food and stone sector adjacent to your main. So there's some thoughts that have to be put into the capping order and upgrade order.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, wait, did he not? Civi did not finish his eye banner.
Oh, interesting.
That is gonna bite him. He's gonna have to go back there. Oh no, that must be a genuine mistake. There's no way he wanted that.
He probably failed to hit the shift key in time.
Yeah, he teleported back to it.
Oh no!
Now he's going forward. Probably after the Medusa steal, with the Smasher, with the other Smasher just chasing the Warg. Yeah, that's a fine move. you know, it was a mistake, but he can do a surprising play and capitalize on it. He's also picked up the gold, by the way, so that's nice.
Oh, we have to see. And let's see if that gets scouted. Looks like Rigid is still trying to garner some strength first. But yeah, it's always, you really have to keep tabs on your trolls, man. Or they do stuff like this, where just they grab everything and give nothing back. And the poor Warg who's trying to deal with the tree chopper, the mighty tree chopper with 300 health, does not care for spears thrown at him.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Big power right there.
Civi almost losing his smasher there, being a bit overzealous on the Medusas. He's tanking them all.
He's only getting angrier as his smasher gets hit again and again. But these Medusas, they really like to turn around and hit the weaker units. So that smasher's in serious trouble. Look at it. The Medusa turned around again.
Might lose it. Yeah. Oh! Turns again.
24
That
health.
Medusa. That Medusa just... Oh, wait, but he's so slow now. He's so slow. 300 health on the Plaguebringer.
Calculated. Civi did it. He's got almost all of them. There's one left. And yeah, Rigid can't be happy about this. He's also gonna have to deal with all these smashers now. And actually share experience on the last Medusa too. Yikes.
Oh,
Civi can just TP out.
I think Civi still wants that Medusa. And there he gets it. Oh, and it wasn't even the one, it was the one that didn't drop any potions, so no items either for Rigid.
Yeah, that's right. You were a few seconds behind, so I paused for myself here.
Alright, I'm 315. Where are you?
328.
Alright, I'll catch up.
Okay.
330, and I'm playing.
Go to 350 all the way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, sorry, it's a little bit hard to be perfectly synced up, and if we're too live, then then there might be lag, so that's why we're doing things the way we're doing it.
All right, Civi for you. I'm going to the Medusas as well.
Dude, if he gets his own side, that's just sick.
Yeah.
And Rigid is actually not doing anything about it. He's got 14 gobbles, that's it.
I'm really surprised he chose that map.
Yeah, it's like really comfy for trolls, right? He's got the same build roughly, so it's a fast-ish tier 2. With a Warped coming in as that's happening. But Civi's already clearing the second Medusas. That's gonna put him on level 5.
One of the better things against trolls on this map is like the scrap points are a little bit easier to harass since they're a bit forward, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, so there's one on the left side here, and also the right side. I don't think there's any in the back, right?
I don't think so. I think there's one more on each golem, and that's it.
Yeah. By the way, the golems also have merchants next to them.
Yes, indeed.
Near these little fire spots, but they are not shown in the fog of war, so you actually have to scout them.
Yep. Sometimes it's really hard to find those goddamn merchants. You think they'd advertise with their situation a little bit better, but apparently they don't want any business. Or the more light.
It is the same with the godstones, actually. The godstones are invisible until you find them.
Can't have people teleporting everywhere now.
That's right. Sounds like anarchy to me.
Let's see what Rich is up to. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, he's only, what is it, level 3 still. And item-wise, nothing in the bank either. Oh yeah, Civi's gonna have so much money as well. 7,000 for him. And lots of good old, some concentration, double brute force. Otherwise, hasn't picked up any of the other skills. He's happy with what he's got. He just wants to spam that.
Which is perfectly fine, especially like at level 3, you don't really have other choices, to be honest. You could technically get a brute force, but I do think the double def resilience will help him against trolls.
That much is definitely true. At least it buys him like 5 seconds, but the goblin count isn't that great, unfortunately. Let's see how much we got here. So we've got 18 scoundrels versus... Oh my god, I barely dare to look. 7 smashers. Okay, so it's a 2-to-1.
It's not ideal, but we've seen how good the occultist is. It can certainly swing that a little bit. Wait, he's not gonna take on the golem with this. No way.
I hope not. It's
Dude.
probably a scout to find out if Civi's doing it.
Yeah, don't do it.
But then suddenly Civi comes up in his business, finds the iron mines, and that's gonna really delay any hunters. Really good timing push here by Civi. Around the 8-minute mark is usually when the tier 2 finishes for orcs, and then like 9 minutes the iron mines come up.
Well, the hunter upgrade is still not quite finished, but we're almost there.
Also, we're pretty low on stone, so rebuilding those iron mines could take some time.
Very true.
But at least we have a lot of food in the bank this time.
Yeah, so where's the gobble spam? Not every sector is actually doing work. A lot of them are still scouting posts as well. The orcs actually don't require any stone to upgrade those, so it would be nice to see. You know, all of them at frontier level and just
the trolls
spamming
are
his
a little
goblins.
bit low in wood at the moment, so they are pop capped at the moment. So if Rigid can really pump right now, he might actually pull ahead a bit. So that could be his ticket back into the game. And now, by the way, the seeing totems are really good, even though I keep failing to use them properly, but they're only 100 gold. And on this map especially, if you just pump them down on the entrances to the golems, if you find the time, it makes it so much easier to keep tabs on patrols, so going for the golems. So you don't have to worry about it too much and can just go for the economy first. And then teleport over it.
Or if you're rigid and you have a lot of population, you can just put one scoundrel.
Yeah,
that's also
like
fine.
one quality of life feature I'd like to have like an option to like deploy a unit, and then it doesn't get selected when you select all units or all military units. Just so you don't have to worry about putting a scout somewhere and then just accidentally moving.
Yeah, it's a very prominent level feature in Halo Wars 2 actually. They use it all the time for spotting bases coming up and whatever.
Oh, that would be so good. Because like you can argue that you should be always using control groups and really not having any extra movement, but in this game there's always so many units on the way and rallying, especially like it's orcs and things. It's really hard to not make use of that button, and then you can screw yourself over a bit. But that's... Oh, the occultist. I was about to say it looks like a good fight for the orc here. But then the occultist went down. But he might get a lot of throwers. That could be good.
To be honest, these goblins are even hurting the smashers, so that's looking actually pretty good. It's just a matter of the Plaguebringer, you know, over time it will do a lot of damage to these guys. So can Vigid focus down enough of the regular units? We'll see.
Yeah, the thing is he's gonna trade his entire army for one extra kill. Maybe you should just start running.
Yeah, that thrower is not gonna be caught because units, generally speaking, have the same speeds. By the way, here we're looking at what we just talked about. The gobbles have scouted, but they're being grabbed with the all units button, so
yeah,
that's exactly what you just said.
But we are okay. The hunters are starting to trickle in. We're up to 7, and sadly only 12 gobbles in the front. Do we have the upgrade for more gobbles?
I'm not sure, but we have the orc armor for for the dude.
It's always so hard in this game. Okay, so we've got the goblin upgrade, so it's 3 at a time now.
That's gonna be really helpful, and there's hunters this time around, so this is gonna be a very different game, and certainly the defender's advantage is gonna help Rigid a little bit with all these hunters now coming up. Yikes, that is scary.
He splits his hunters up. 3 up.
This time around we got Plague Orb for the Plaguebringer.
Oh nice, one Spikefinger got separated, that's pretty valuable.
Awesome pick off.
And so far he's only paid in gobbles for it. Pretty good. Civi's running out of food a little bit. So if he can keep doing things like that, Rigid might be in a good position. And he still has so much food and wood for gobbles.
Oh, but wow, you really gotta spend that, for sure. There's a lot of upgrades that he could do on his bases. He's about to be pop capped, so that's gonna be important in a moment. It's already going into yellow.
I feel like it's one trick as someone in chat mentioned is that you really like is one of the races that struggle with these golems if you don't have like siege damage readily available or low damage like scoundrels. Just pick up a Orb of Weakening for 500 gold and then just debuff that adamantium golem and then nuke him a lot faster. Because it's always awkward to get caught out on those.
I am pretty sure Cheese did something like that on what was it, Ancient City for the Medusas? To just clear him even faster, you know? And he was dwarves, so it's not like they struggle with it, it's just...
Yeah.
He wants to get it even faster. Got an Amulet of Omnipotence out of this. Rip the focus, not sure what he'll do with that.
Yeah, you can always sell it when in doubt, but oh god, the weakening on the occultist.
Oh, that is so painful.
He did manage to get out though, and some trolls have been lost. The Plaguebringer is very close to the hunters. And the micro isn't quite there for Civi here. He's currently mostly focusing the goblins.
Yeah, and every thrower lost is gonna be one less spike flinger in 2 minutes, so that is also very important here to not lose the throwers too much. I don't know, Civi should probably try to deathball here, but bleeding units against hunters 1 by 1, not the best.
Yeah, that's a really good fight for Rigid. Like he can trade goblins all day, those don't matter, and the hunter numbers are just gonna increase.
Yeah, they've actually not even died. Not a single hunter has died, I think.
Oh, but he has to be very careful here now. He shouldn't chase that back into the main right now.
That could be scary, but he turns around. That's great.
Very
Fantastic.
Nice. Is the other golem still available, or did Civi do it? Oh, the other golem is still available. That could be his ticket to deny and get some even more health and resistance on the occultist.
That's right, level 6 versus level 6. It's looking good.
16 idle workers, by the way. Nothing to see here.
Oh, man.
Must be all the hunters running out of food.
Blood-like Tar has been picked up. I really like that one. Sanguine Burst as well. And there's more skills. There's 4 unspent skill points for the occultist. Ah! Don't go in.
No.
Don't do it. Well, actually, the hunters are doing so much work, it might be just fine, but...
Yeah, but the occultist
you know.
is tanking really well. He's keeping the spike flingers occupied, and the hunters are now in, and they're picking off so many spike flingers. It's a really good fight, but it's gonna be... He can't teleport out now, so he's gotta be really careful now. I think he has to go. He's losing all his hunters now.
Oh, those
Really
splash damages are really hurting. So is the disease.
Plague goes down.
Oh my god, he picks off the Plaguebringer though. That is nice. That's basically the thing that kept him at bay here. And surrounding the Eye of the Tribe. Dude, if he can get this frontal Eye of the Tribe, that would be sick. He hasn't been remaking the occultist from the nearby Godstone, unfortunately, but will take down the base all the same.
Very nice. And basically, Civi is down to only 1 spike flinger now. It's been really nice. The targeting wasn't quite right. He's been targeting the hunters on the edges, so it doesn't get the splash damage. So that's a really good fight for Rigid. Now he just has to be careful not to waste any more hunters, and then he's in a very good position.
180 population, by the way. I don't think he's done the economic upgrades, and also maybe a few drummers would have been good to help out the goblins, but anyway, it's fine, it's fine. He has got 1 set of weapon upgrades for the Orcish units, so that's the hunters.
It's like no transition as of yet for tier 4 or anything. At tier 3. Tier 4. New tier.
That's the next expansion.
Yeah.
I'm actually ready. Let's just do it.
Give us tier 4, please. We've been good. Give us tier 4 to beat tier 1 troll, please. Nobody. Oh, it's a bit greedy here. But if he gets the fight huts here. Are those the fight huts? Yes, they are indeed. If he gets the...
Ooh, that could really hurt Civi right there. And there's a lot of resources left for Rigid, so... I mean, he can lose his army and remake it all over. Not that he should.
Exactly. Like, he can waste the goblins all day. But the hunters, just needs to be careful about the hunters. Everything else is expandable.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too early to right-click that Heart of the Tribe, but I mean, there's some valuable buildings to pick off here at the outskirts.
Exactly,
And,
all those fight huts. Ah, it's so good.
Occultist is on the way. Finally. Still hasn't spent the points, and Civi is at level 7. Got the Corpse Troll. Got level 3 of Concentration and Deep Waters, and level 2
The
is
Heart
off
of the
the
Tribe
disease
is
stuff.
upgrading. Oh no, he might be... oh, Civi resigns, I think.
Yeah, he has 44 population. There's no way he can hold that. Rigid has come back against the guy who placed number 2 in the last tournament, so that is hot.
Very impressive. Well done. And I guess that's why I chose the map.
Good choice.
Looked
good choice.
way more comfortable on this one.
Yeah, he did. He
than
absolutely
on
did.
Empyrean Coast. I think he got the macro way better in hand this time.
Yeah, you could make an argument he could have spent a bit better, but I mean, it was
Yeah.
more than enough. Oh, Civi actually did not buy items at all. Nothing.
I think he... Oh yeah, he didn't. I was... yeah, Rigid... I think... Wait, what? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong graph. I was like tech level and it just goes up once.
Yeah, yeah. In the yellow, up against the ropes a little bit maybe. This is Civi going for a Plaguebringer.
Ooh. How noble of him.
Yeah.
And in the north we have the green orc. I always wanted to almost call them troll there, but it is indeed orcs in the green with the occultist. It is Rigid.
Maybe tell ignorant new players what the difference is. Trolls, orcs, same thing, right?
Trolls. Yeah, exactly. So orcs are green and mean killing machines, and what are trolls? Building-sized boulder machines that aren't too smart about things, and they do like to talk about themselves a lot.
Yes.
Every troll
They like
talks
to
in
say
third
their
person.
own names.
And yeah, don't insult Mugbor if you're in the presence of a smasher.
Oh yeah.
Could result in head injury. No, yeah. So, yeah. Economy-wise, we still see the same stuff. Oh, actually, triple hunting this time for Rigid. Interesting. Only 4 lumber mills in the main.
Oh wow. Wait, is that? That's 5. Oh.
Oh, am I blind?
Yeah, there's one in the back. It's actually
okay.
5.
Yeah.
And he's gonna
Ah,
lack
okay, he
one
has one-
worker.
Yeah, he's got
So
one
his-
handicap with an extra worker. Okay.
Yeah, the war pits he will have to juggle, which is fine. But anyway, you said Civi should be worried about getting sectors stolen. He's stealing the sectors. What a
Yeah,
chat.
that's a classic move. But the Plaguebringer is pretty low, and I think the thing is on cooldown. Ah, but the After Tribe goes up.
Ooh, that is so painful for the occultist. He even has to sit in the damn
Oh, yeah, he moved out of it.
demonic pact. Ay, that is so painful.
So what he has to do in this situation, he can't go back home. He has to go push forwards, and grab the other flags.
Yeah, it's just
especially-
about the HP damage. It really hurts.
Yeah, that was
moving out of that zone. That's the
really
negative.
time.
Like you get a 200% attack buff, right? So that's like, whoa, yeah, I want that. But suffering all this health damage, and the occultist is actually getting really low. Has to use a potion. Paints the Plaguebringer, and siphons a little bit off of him.
See. And none of them have picked up cooldowns, so this is gonna be just a health potion battle. Yeah, it's at least gonna get the flag down, but Civi's on top of it.
Oh,
Now
man.
it's just gonna shadow the occultist, being annoying to him. Trying to deny further sectors, and this is looking pretty grim. I think we're down to 1 health potion on Rigid. Ooh.
Yeah,
this
Civi
could
has
be-
3 health
well-
potions, so yeah, and he's also got a ranged way to leech health. That is just gonna be really tough. See if Rigid can upgrade any of these sectors. Should be fine. I mean, the Plaguebringer's damage output is just not that high.
Yeah.
But where's
Oh,
the
but he-
gobos? He's gonna need gobos.
Oh god, he nearly killed himself using his abilities.
That's the last potion, so at this point he's gotta back off.
Yeah,
You know,
it's gonna,
maybe-
the standard should be coming up, but he can't fight the troll anymore. So he's gonna have to go back home, just creep and grab some potions. Alright, yeah, he can get that eye banner, that's true.
Yeah, Civi did not finish it again. This is something he keeps doing, apparently. But anyways, Civi does get the extra creeps in the middle, the bandits.
Exactly.
It's gonna be some juicy XP for him. Oh, also, the first eye banner, he didn't finish that. So, again, a teleportation spot for him.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with Troll is they can't afford a lot of outposts in the beginning. So you really have to be quick. Oh, the second eye banner is coming up though. Let's see if that finishes. How's his economy looking? Oh, it is in the minus. The question is that queued up other buildings?
He's got a hunting hut queued up, so it might well be that. 82%. It's stuck, and the demonic pack should finish. Oh my god, the occultist is gonna die!
The no health potion dilemma.
That was a great teleport back, and yeah, you gotta say, I think that Rigid has overstepped his bounds there.
Yeah, it was the play to make. He kind of had to go for it, but really well done by Civi. Well, very good map knowledge. Definitely has practiced that before. But he did, at least Rigid did get the middle 2 sectors, so that's not to scoff at. Let's hope we can make a little bit of a comeback here. I'm trying to sort my... Oh. There we go. We are up to 12 Scoundrels and the Walk Rider. Let's see what he can do with those. And yeah, just pumps a load of health potions now.
Farewell.
Yes, that's all he needed. No other items. So it's just the health potions he bought, right? And he sold the focus.
Sold focus, bought all the health potions he could afford.
16 gobos. It's enough to maybe destroy the Stonebreaker there.
Yeah, that could be good. Civi is a bit low on that.
But he's got 3 smashers to smash some skellies, and that's pretty much an easy camp actually for the trolls.
Yeah, as long as you do it like him, just pull them away. And then you can pick them off one by one.
Yeah, I think you have to pull back the smashers maybe once if you take them on all at once. There's 3 more left.
Yeah, but yeah, the harass isn't bad for Rigid. That's some decent value there.
Getting the other tree chopper as well is just really nice.
And I mean, as nice as a hero levels is against trolls, in my opinion is it's really just depends on your army, because it's really hard to really get ahead of the trolls or have your hero do enough in single target, especially as an orc.
Yeah, even the occultist, who is pretty much one of the best at that.
Yeah,
it's like so hard to keep him alive in a melee when the throwers are gonna focus fire him in the not too distant future. That's just rough.
That's pretty good. Like Civi is down on minus 40 on stone, and all those tree choppers do cost themselves stone. And if you can deny the stone, you know what that means: less flingers and throwers, which is only a good thing for those poor little gobos. That definitely increases the life expectancy.
Oh yes, and it's going to be a bit of time until Civi could have gotten there anyway, because he's only now making a fight hut. That is going to be the first one he makes. So he's only got the production from the main base at this point.
Yeah.
And
tier 2, by the way, is up for the orc. So the Iron Mines are coming up. So this time it's a little bit better timing. We are there at 7.5 minutes. So the hunters should be coming in earlier, and the throwers and spike flingers are going to come in later.
Well, that's a lot of iron mines actually. Very nice. Frontier post in the middle, which could also be upgraded 1 level further if he wanted to, just to keep them safe. But there's not a lot of troll units, so he's not in a rush to do something like that.
Yeah.
4 smashers, that's totally manageable.
Doesn't quite have to stone anyway for all these iron mines. Bloodforge is up, getting the Gobbo upgrade, good. So he doesn't have to spend as much food on those.
And then he can work on these orcish upgrades as well, the weapons and the resistances.
Okay, War Pit is a little bit delayed, so we're only just now starting to build it at 8.5 minutes.
That is very delayed actually. You'd expect hunters to come at this point, right? Like the first hunters.
Exactly. But the good thing is, once he has it, with all those Iron Mines running, he's gonna be able to get a lot of them quickly.
Civi is doing a favorite thing. He's getting fire orbs, and he's got a level 2 weapon.
Ah, good man. I just love it. It's just so satisfying to delete entire goblin swarms with firebomb.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh, look at it.
Oh my
Brutal.
dog. It's not even fair.
Oh, disgusting. And just like that, well, Rigid still has double the pop cap of Civi, so might still work out for him. Probably should pull some of these gobos back just to heal them up. It's not gonna be a super efficient trade, but he's getting a lot of smashers.
If
Maybe
he
it's a
gets
good bait.
both of those smashers at the Eye of the Tribe, that would be actually sick. That's 3 smasher kills. And not too many dead goblins. Okay,
Another
that's
one.
a lot of dead goblins. But still, I mean, just the reset on the smasher count is fantastic for orcs.
Exactly. That was 5 smasher kills. Lots of dead goblins too. Since you just need so many, you can't just transition all your smashers into flingers generally, especially against orcs, because otherwise you don't have any front line.
So the
Keeping
next
that count low.
Oh, go ahead,
Coming
sorry.
in. Oh, he does have one of the throwers came through the portal, and it might get picked off here.
He needs to pay attention to that. Ah, dead. There's 2 throwers there. Hold on, there's one in the back. Okay, that's dead too. Civi might just lose this Eye of the Tribe.
Yeah, I think Civi is at the moment just bleeding too much food. He's down to 30 pop. All that food going into more smashes, which are like all we have seen here is without hunters, and the hunters will come in very soon.
That would be a hell of a thing if Rigid can knock out Civi off the tournament. That would be absolutely insane, actually.
Especially on like these smaller maps. It's a very, very prominent showcase. Ouch.
Ooh, but the Ocultist gets picked off.
Yep. But, well, the army is still doing it. That outpost going down is gonna hurt on his economy. And he has to get out.
While the orcs are actually building up a massive map control advantage, and Civi has to do something to make this work now. Not a lot of upgraded regions still. In fact, he's upgrading the former skeleton sector.
Okay, hear me out. Maybe Rigid is making a 400 IQ move. If you don't get levels with your occultist, you only have to wait like 15 seconds to get him back.
True.
So maybe it actually turns into his favor. And but denying this Godstone is so crucial. The mobility it gives you on this map, if you control both, really can make you dance around your opponent.
And it gives you teleport micro for retreating units. It's really valuable long term. But the side of the tribe is not getting repaired, and there's a lot. Okay, now it is, but there's a lot of buildings around it.
And
All of them will
Civi
go down.
Oh, Civi even not quite up on his micro here. Loses another thrower to the camp on the west there.
Oh man, that is rough. And actually, the Plaguebringer itself is getting weak.
Also, thanks to all this economy hit, we are only at 58 population available for Civi, but he can only fill 36 at the moment. And he's only having throwers at the moment, as we just talked about. There's no front line for them. So if he upgrades all of them, which he can't afford at the moment, there's no scrap. He's in a really dire situation right now. And if we look over to Rigid, whoop, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. We're up to 57 scoundrels, so no hunters added yet. Did you see it?
See what?
Rigid just did a clear the queue trick, where you select your production buildings and hit demolish twice. You just have to be sure as a troll that you really do it twice, otherwise you delete your entire selectors.
Yep, that would be bad.
But he just reset his production, so I'm expecting a lot of hunters now.
What a boss. Increased population upgrade coming in for the orcs. You'd rather do that than wait for the clan standards. Fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of frontier posts that have not been upgraded yet to fortified.
Yep, and oh god, look at the hunter queue. There's like 3 hunters queued up in every sector.
Oh no.
That's gonna be quite spectacular. And yeah, Civi pop capped again on the 64, and he can't, like he has barely any wood economy, but he has to build the tribe shelters. He can afford to upgrade one of them. So actually, where did he get that?
I can't
How
even
much
see
population
it.
do they get? I'm trying. Oh, one is in the main. But I think he just finished one, and I can't find it. Oh wait, I could just check tooltip. Oh no, it doesn't tell you.
No, I actually don't see another. I think he just got the bases and that's it.
No,
And he's
looks like
making
it.
the first ones now.
But we're pop capped for the orc, so every goblin he loses now is gonna be replaced by a hunter. That's gonna be pretty spicy. Let's check how many he could afford on the count he's on. Up to 9 hunters with 63 goblin scoundrels in front.
Awesome. And these others popping out of bases will be just really brutal as well. The Eye of the Tribe getting wrecked again. Civi just doesn't have enough stuff to defend us even if he tries.
Oh my! Also, this is Civi's hitting and throwing camp sector. He's got 2 production buildings in there. Oh, that was a beautiful stun. But trolls don't really care about that. They just push through.
Yeah, they can get out of this fairly easily. But will you lose any of these units in the process, at least he's getting to repair the Heart of the Tribe. Sorry, the Eye of the Tribe.
So the one unfortunate thing is he's losing a lot of goblins here for not many smasher kills. But so he just should pull these guys back out and then reunite with the hunters.
Is that really a bad thing though, there's 17 hunters out?
Well, you still don't want to. You still don't want to give them away for free.
That's true. But this base is heavily damaged, and once the hunters come in, that could.
But the good thing is
really
that might
change.
actually bait Civi into an aggressive play here. And then surprise, how many do we have? 20 hunters.
Oh man, and he's got max pop cap this time around. But none of the eco upgrades even done. 300 food in the bank.
Yep. Orc economy strong. The economy is booming. Oh, and it's only throwers, no spike fingers yet. And the hunters are being kept out of range by the goblin train, but that should change very soon. The Plaguebringer is on level 6. Have we seen the Plague Orb from him?
A teleport
nice
out.
teleport, yeah.
Oh, nice. Gets a really good position there and buys himself some time. Another gobble train forms, but the hunters are in range and can one-shot the throwers at this number.
Yep, could even just turn and like throw once at the Eye of the Tribe to kill that.
Right, true. There's so many of
Plaguebringer
them.
is pretty good at kiting. Oh, the Plaguebringer is going forward. Oh! Gets 2 shots. Rip.
And all of a sudden, the occultist is level 4 out of nowhere. Base is toast. And so is Civi. He gives up. Rigid moves on into the semi-finals. This was the quarterfinals, not the next one. Really
And
good game.
Rigid with the upset. I think we can call it an upset. Civi is a very dominant player with the dominant faction. Very, very well done to Rigid.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Beautifully played. Yeah, Civi went in with the aggressive strats instead of the more economy-focused one, which on the ladder usually leads to people giving in early. But in a tournament, there's no harm in sticking it out. And if you, with that smasher count delayed, and all of those economy buildings going down in the early game, it just really hamstrung him in the long term. You there?
I'm still there. I'm just looking at those stats and I'm like so shocked. That
Nakamura's speechless.
Speechless. That troll hero has done 50,000 plus damage, and the occultist did like under 6,000. So
Yeah,
it's generally how it goes.
it's the quick resurrect occultist play. I'm calling it.
That's right.
Now.